Hello, David here. We're at the Brook Falls Deli kitchen. Today we're going to bring you a recipe that's very simple, very low carb, a recipe that you can do in an efficiency apartment or an apartment that doesn't have a full kitchen. All you need is just this hot air fryer. These are very inexpensive to purchase and you can use them in a small apartment if you have no kitchen to do a lot of meals. It's also very quick, so if you have very little time, then I suggest you invest in one of these. So we're having this warm up because we're doing chicken today. We're going to warm it up to about 200 degrees Celsius. So while that's warming up, we're going to mix up our chicken and our spices. So our ingredients, very simple. We have some chicken breast here, a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to be using ranch dressing mix, our own Brook Falls Deli ranch dressing mix that we mix ourselves. This is a ranch dressing mix that has no preservatives, no MSG. We dry dehydrate our own onions. We dehydrate our own herbs and spices. So what we're going to do is we'll take a few tablespoons of olive oil. It just depends on how many pieces of chicken you have. We're going to use about 2 tablespoons for this today. And we will take and mix our ranch dressing mix up in here. We'll just take and mix this up. Now you can take and bread your chicken after you've dipped it in the mix here if you are not on a low carb diet. But if you're doing the low carb diet, then we'll just use this without the breading. Today we are not using the breading just because I don't have any breading on me today. Alright, so once you've got this all mixed up, you just take your chicken and you coat it nicely with the ranch dressing. We just pop it in the hot air fryer here real quick. Now my hot air fryer is small, only takes about 2 of these big chicken breasts, so we'll save these other 2 for after these 2 are done. Let it go for 15 minutes, then we'll check to see if it's done, and if it is, then we're ready to eat. Okay, all right. So we'll come back in 15 minutes. All right, we're back. It's been about 20 minutes in the hot air fryer for these 2 pieces of chicken. A little bit longer than the 15 minutes I told you earlier, but the important thing is we want the internal temperature of the chicken to be about 165 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 74 degrees Celsius. So I have a meat thermometer at the end of 15 minutes. I checked, it wasn't quite there, so I put it on for another 5 minutes, and they're now done. So let's look at it. There's our chicken breast. Now we need to let these rest for a few minutes. Resting is very important when we're cooking any kind of meat. One of the first mistakes that we make is after we take the meat out of the oven or out of the air fryer, or we take the meat off the grill, we want to slice into that meat immediately, and then we notice all the juices are running out. And that leaves a very dry piece of meat and a meat with no flavor because all the flavors are in that juice. But if we let our meat rest for a few moments, it allows those meat fibers to relax, and those juices that have come up to the surface of the meat, it allows those juices to be reabsorbed back into the meat, and then whenever you slice it, it's not going to run out all over your cutting board or all over your plate. It will stay in your meat. So we'll let these 2 pieces of chicken breast rest for a few moments, and then we'll come back later on and slice them up and serve them for our dinner. So our chicken has rested for a few minutes, and we are ready to serve it up and have it for dinner. So as we cut through it, you see that's still nice and moist in there. And we're going to have it with some steamed broccoli and some fresh blueberries for our dinner tonight. Thank you for watching, and if you want to order some of our Brook Falls Deli ranch dressing or some of our onion soup mix or bacon or whatever, then please click on the link or go to our Facebook page at Brook Falls Deli. So thank you, and as we say here in Northern Thailand, Kin Lam Kin Di.